morning to one and all. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Narayan Rao Kovur. In this video, we will discuss the basic details of modern trade theory or Hexer-Vogelin theory. So, what is the modern trade theory and or Hexer-Vogelin theory? What is the main idea? And factor price equalization theory, what is the meaning, what is the explanation, and what is the importance of modern trade theory, and what is the conclusion. So now let us examine one by one. First, international trade involves exchange of goods, services, and resources between countries. It also involves transactions between residents of different countries in a multiple currencies. This is known as international trade. So, next, what is the introduction of modern trade theory? So, international trade explains why countries exchange goods and services. This international trade explains why countries exchange goods and services. Classical theories like theory of absolute cost advantage, theory of comparative advantage, both explains so trade using only one input, that is labor. What is modern theory or Hexer-Vogelin theory? So, modern trade theory explains international trade using multiple factors of production, technology, capital, and market conditions. So, in the modern trade theory, international trade explains so using multiple factors of production or technology or capital and market conditions. So, what is Hexer-Vogelin theory? It was given by Elie Hexer and Bertil Vogelin. Both developed this theory. That is why Hexer-Vogelin theory. What is the main idea? In this theory is countries export goods that use their abundant factors intensively. Countries export goods that use their abundant factors intensively. So, labor-rich countries export labor-intensive goods. Capital-rich countries export capital-intensive goods. For example, India exports textiles, that is a labor-intensive good. USA exports machinery, that is capital-intensive good. Next, what is the factor price equalization theory? Factor price equalization theory. It is also part of the Hexer-Vogelin theory. It is also the part of Hexer-Vogelin theory. Factor price equalization theory is also part of the Hexer-Vogelin theory. What is the meaning? So, free trade makes wages and interest rates similar across countries. The meaning of factor price equalization theory that free trade makes wages and interest rates similar across the countries. So, across the countries, wages and rate of interest are similar. Next, explanation. When countries trade goods, they indirectly trade factors of production. The factors of production means land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. So here, when countries trade goods, they indirectly trade factors of production. Next, modern theory, technology and scale. Modern trade theory also depends on technology differences, economies of scale, product differentiation, that means heterogeneous product. So, countries export goods in which they have better technology and lower cost. They have better technology and lower cost. Therefore, the countries export goods. So, that is why, for example, Germany Germany exports cars due to advanced technology. Germany has advanced technology. That is why Germany exports cars due to advanced technology. Next, what is the importance of modern trade theory or Hexer-Vogelin theory? Means it explains real world trade better. This theory explains in the real world trade is better. The trade better. Second one is this theory useful for developing countries. This theory useful for developing countries. And another one is it helps in trade policy decisions. Modern trade theory helps in trade policy decisions. Fourth one is explains industrial trade between developed nations. This theory explains industrial trade between developed nations. These are the importance of modern trade theory. Next, what is the conclusion? So, modern trade theory shows that international trade not only depends upon one factor, that is labor, it also depends on resources, technology, scale, and efficiency. That means, according to modern trade theory, international trade depends multiple factors of production or many factors of production, namely labor, so resources, technology, and scale and efficiency. So this is the basic information of modern trade theory or Hexer-Vogelin theory. So thank you. Like, share, subscribe and comment.